the joint power rankings, which
the signature segment of the poll.
The signature segment. Well, after the cap of the week, I'd say. After the cap of the week. The cap of the week is the first one.
Losing.
Yeah, I've lost 4.
No. But Jack has said that this one.
No, I told Ziggy too. I did some digging.
Jack did some digging.
I stayed away from a ranked matchup, and I found a spot where if it doesn't win, I'll post a naked pic on Instagram. That's how confident I am that this pick is going to win.
Jack, I walk into the Weinberger's house last Saturday, Ziggy, and Jack's like, "When you're cold, man." And I just see Texas blowing out Oklahoma. All right, so the power rankings. We'll get to the cap a little bit later. Last week, here's what we had, just for anyone who didn't listen. We had Kansas City 10, Washington 9. So Washington lost. San Francisco 8, they lost. The Colts at 7. The Jags at 6, they lost. The Eagles at 5, they lost. The Rams at 4. The Bills at 3, they lost. The Packers at 2, which everyone freaked out about, maybe looked like actually an okay pick. And the Lions at 1, who also lost. So maybe the first time we've ever had 6 teams in our power rankings, in our top 10, lose the following week. It's a weird year. It's a very strange year. And I what's tough about this power ranking, especially, is that it's a battle almost between for me at least, who I actually believe in down the road and who has the best records right now. So that's up to you to weigh it however you want. But for me, it's like, okay, I believe in Josh Allen, but the Colts are really good right now, are 5-1. And how do you weigh that? So we'll see when we get into this here. Jack is kicking off the rankings. For anyone who doesn't know how this works, we go one at a time, 10-1. It's interesting always and chaotic always because we have different lists. We haven't seen them. Jack tried to show me his. I said, I don't want to see it. We have no idea who's coming, which means sometimes we leave people out who shouldn't be left out. But in a year like this, you just never know. So Jack, go ahead, kick it off.
All right, 10 is the Bills. I don't think these guys are very good.
Okay, a little low for me.
The Bills are Josh Allen. We know how good Josh Allen is. The problem is...
No, you don't. You just put them at 10.
The problem is that they only have Josh Allen. This team has nobody else. This team struggled with the New Orleans Saints on their home field. They lost to the New England Patriots. They just got waxed in Atlanta. These guys have been bad. And they've dropped for me. Now 2 losses in a row, and they're number 10. The only reason number 10 is because they have Josh Allen. That's it. Or else they'd be like 25.
Superman's found his kryptonite.
Yeah, they're number 10.
If kryptonite, I it's a little low for me.
You lose it over to the pass and get blown out in Atlanta.
This could be...
You're number 10.
See, when I look at Buffalo, I just say every team other than the Kansas City Chiefs would immediately trade for Josh Allen. And maybe the Baltimore Ravens would immediately trade for Josh Allen.
Literally have... You can't... Everyone says, oh, this is the year of the Bills. And I'm guilty of this too. We've now seen that when you have literally... As good as he is, when you have one player on your entire team who's good, you can't win.
You don't like James Cook at all?
Like the Chiefs at least had Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, and Josh Allen has nobody, and they don't win. So they're number 10.
Okay, Bills at 10. Ziggy, this list could get a little off the charts here.
Fair enough. At number 9, I'm putting in a team that I'm a little bit higher on than Las Vegas. I think this is a solid team. I think they've got a good quarterback, a defense that's better than expected. I'm slotting in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right
now.
Oh, my God. They've been a solid team this year. They've won a fair number of games. Vegas has them as the 13th best team in football right now by the spreads. I think they're better than that. Baker Mayfield has played pretty good football. The defense is okay, but they haven't done a whole lot to actually impress me. So I'm okay with the Bucs. I think they're better than Las Vegas does, but I'm not putting them up with the elite. They're going right in at 9.
So, okay. All right.
I had them number 1.
So, you guys clearly have now taken, as far as the approaches I said, who you believe in normally, and then who has the best records. You guys have clearly showed contradictory approaches on this right here to begin the power rankings.
This power rankings, baby.
Ziggy, I was also in the party of Tampa being a little bit closer to the bottom of the top 10 than the top, like most rankings have them at 1 or 2 right now. But the more I started thinking about it, I was like, well, what's one theme of the NFL this year? It's that teams that we that expect to be really good are losing to the mediocre teams, especially in road games. But like the Bills lost to the Patriots, Eagles lost to the Giants, who like not even mediocre, bad team. We saw the Chiefs lose. Like teams are losing. And the Bucs, I do think to some degree, don't you think they should be rewarded for not losing? Like they beat the Seahawks, they beat the Niners, they beat the Falcons. These are all teams that have looked good and beaten some of the elite teams in our eyes. Shouldn't they be rewarded for that?
They absolutely should be rewarded. That's why they're at 9 rather than 13, where Vegas has them. I'm rewarding them for winning those games. But the other thing you have to look at is we're going to set aside beating the Jets by 2 because that was that weird blocked field.
Sure, forget that.
You beat the Falcons by 3. You beat the Texans by 1. You beat the Seahawks by 3. Like those are games that could have gone either way. You look at some of the other teams like Buffalo. Sometimes they've lost to the teams that aren't great, but other times they've blown them out. The Bucs keep playing close games. The 49ers game was the one exception to that. That makes me nervous going forward about their ability to keep winning those one-score games of Baker Mayfield heroics. If they keep doing it, they will keep rising, but they haven't shown me enough yet for me confidence.
Who has Buffalo blowing out? The Jets? That's about it.
They beat the Saints by a good margin as the game went on. They won that shootout against the Ravens.
Would a win over the Lions propel them into the top 5, top 3?
Almost certainly.
Okay.
If they look good against the Lions, that will have to change how things are evaluated. But there's a reason they're 5.5-point dogs going into Detroit.
Okay, so man, this gets, so we got Bills at 10, we have Bucs at 9.
Only the Paul Farrington show could rank like this.
Yeah, I'm going to put... Oh, dear God. Okay. I'm going to put the Patriots at 8.
Okay.
What in the world?
I'm gonna put New England at 8. And the reason, okay, I have New England a little bit lower, but I'm just sticking to what my rankings are, okay? And if you got, like, you have the Bills and Bucs now, at 10 and 9, so New England slots up for me a little bit. Drake Maye is playing awesome football right now. They did go into Buffalo, win that game. They've won a handful. They've won 3 in a row. They've won like 3 in a row here. I understand that this is going to look really, really bad. Like I have them over the Chargers right now. I have them over the Broncos right now, which maybe it's a little crazy. But I'm going to say that at this point in time, Drake Maye is playing like a top 10 quarterback in football. And I like what Vrabel's been doing. They're going to win a lot of games. And at the end of the year, we're going to find out if this is a fraudulent team or not. It's probably more likely that they are. But I'm gonna give the Patriots fans a little bit of love.
I mean, look, these last couple of weeks, they've looked like they have turned a bit of a corner and gotten better. Next week,
this is not the same team that lost to the Raiders at home week 1.
No, it's not.
They would like, crush the Raiders if they played them.
It's a different team right now. Vrabel's got his revenge game against Tennessee this week. It'd be funny if they dropped that one.
If that happens, I'm like, part of me putting them there, I think you're going to look good with the Patriots in your top 10, or especially the next 2 weeks. They get the Titans and the Browns. So, yeah, like, do I think New England's a surefire lock in for a top 10s right now? No. Would I argue someone who has the Chargers or the Broncos or, whoever you want to insert higher? I understand all viewpoints here, but I'm going with the team that's played hot. They've won they've beaten the Panthers, Bills, and Saints now in 3 games in a row. Probably should have beat the Steelers if they didn't fumble 5 times. I got them at 8. They're not in the top 5, just at 8. What do you have, Jack?
Actually, I don't hate it.
I don't love it though. I don't love it.
I don't love it either. 7, I'm throwing in a team who has made the highest jump for me in this last week.
I'm really hoping that this is who
They went from like 17 right here to 7. And that's the Chiefs. The Chiefs are number 7.
God.
I mean,
I think Paul and I both have the Chiefs at number 1.
Oh, I thought this would be the Steelers. That's why I put the Patriots at 8.
I mean, the Chiefs...
You have the little faith in the cast of this show for a split second, and now this happens.
The Chiefs looked awesome this week. Like the Chiefs in the last couple of years.
They're number 1 if they look like the Chiefs in the past
double-digit win against, the Lions. Fantastic win. Hopefully they're getting back on track. Haven't seen enough yet, but they made a massive leap up to number 7 for me.
This might be
I
our
have them
worst list.
higher, but at least you're giving them some respect.
Yes. They deserve my respect. Number 1 is insane. They had a great win.
Who are we going to put at 1 right now? Like who's going to be?
We'll see
I don't
when we
know.
get there.
All right, Ziggy.
Oh, I forgot Ziggy picked the Bucs. Damn.
Yeah, no, Ziggy had the Bucs in there, so your 1 is gone. Our 1 is both gone because we both had Kansas City. I think Kansas City right now is the best team in football.
They lost to the Jags.
Yeah, but they're getting Worthy back, and Rashee Rice is back this week. That offense looked like the old Chiefs offense for the first time in a while.
They're boomer bust.
No, I think we're going to start seeing Kansas City get explosive.
Well, they'll creep higher up week by
Mahomes
week.
had 3 touchdowns in the air.
Then
Ran for one.
They'll crawl up week by week then.
I expect Kansas City, by the end of next week, you'll have them number 1.
Who do they play this week?
By the end of next week, I believe. They have, oh my gosh, who's Kansas
It's like someone horrible, isn't it?
No, they have the Raiders. They'll
They
destroy
play the Raiders, and then I believe they play the Commanders.
Yes, they have.
They can go.
Then Buffalo. So they have the Raiders, then they have Commanders and Buffalo, and then at Denver, Colts, at Cowboys. So the Chiefs are going to make their way up. They're going to start rattling off wins. The offense is going to look unstoppable. I have a lot of confidence in them, and also the way I try and do power rankings, like who do I think would win right now in any given matchup. This team clearly still has the ability to turn it on, and I'm believing in that.
Well, they were at home.
All right, so Chiefs at 7. Ziggy, who's going to 6?
At number 6, I'm taking the team with the single most efficient quarterback in football, with a defense that continues to improve, with an explosive backfield. We're putting in the Seattle Seahawks here.
Okay.
Look, it's at a certain point, it's now been a season and a half of Sam Darnold playing as one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. At a certain point, we just have to believe this is who this guy is. I know they lost at home to the Bucs, but otherwise, I think they've looked very good in most of the games they played. They did something Kansas City couldn't. They beat the Jaguars in Jacksonville. The running game has yet to really get going, but I believe in the talents. The defense outside of the Tampa Bay game has been very, very good. Like, this Seahawks team is just good at football. I know Seahawks fans have been in our comments for a long time saying I've overlooked them. I wasn't convinced, but the longer the season goes on, the more they play some of the best football in the NFL, the more respect I have to give them. We're putting them at 6.
Yeah, I feel like a fool because I was on this Seahawks wagon, jumped off thinking Jacksonville would beat them, and now they beat Jacksonville, and I'm back on the Seahawks wagon. So
I did tell you that was exactly the sequence of events that was going to happen last week.
You did.
The Seahawks
the Seahawks pretty high up.
The Seahawks have what, a 3-point loss to your current number 1 team in the league, and you're like, nope, Jaguars all over Jacksonville's the team that I'm going with now, which was a pretty quick way to let go of them, I thought, but they're good.
I mean,
they are good.
I think Houston is going to get slaughtered in Seattle this week.
I jumped ship too fast in the Seahawks after losing by 3.
Jackson Smith and Jigba has taken that leap to the next level. 162 yards last week in Jacksonville, a touchdown. He's looked unbelievable. Darnold, again, we said, as long as he's not, and he has been, but as long as he doesn't make that one back-breaking mistake, he's playing great football. And you mentioned it, Ziggy, the defense under Mike McDonald. Like, look at the defense in Baltimore with McDonald, without McDonald. Like, I mean, he's one of the best coaches. If he was an offensive coach, for instance, we'd be talking about him the way we talk about Kevin O'Connell, the way we talk about McVay, Shanahan, all these young hotshot offensive coaches.
Young hot coaches.
The hot shot was what I was saying. But it's still, I mean, they're all good looking dudes. Well, McVay's a good looking dude. Shanahan, I don't know what people would say. Obviously O'Connell.
You know, someone have super long hair in the back.
Well, Shanahan's got the disheveled beard look.
A beard's fine. A beard is fine.
Shanahan just looks exhausted and like miserable all the time. McVay's like always, up and about. But if we move off of how hot coaches are, back to football, McDonald just is an unbelievable defensive mind, and the Seattle defense is playing great. So I'm good with this ranking. Actually, they were a little bit lower for me, but I'm not too upset, Ziggy. At 5, man, all right, I'm gonna do this now. It actually matches my rankings. I'm also gonna do it a little bit for defense. The Pittsburgh Steelers are coming in here, and this is. Ziggy, this is my ranking. This matches with my ranking. It's not my fault that you guys are.
Well, Ziggy, thank Paul, because I was
Steelers are maybe the 20th best team in
It's
football.
not my fault that you guys are nuking this list.
I was taking him at 4, so thank Paul.
I have to go according to my actual list here. And if you guys are going to put the Bills and the Bucs and the Chiefs.
Okay. Tell me this. What do you got? I'll let you convince me. What do you guys see in the Steelers? Because I see an offense that's been up and down and one of the worst defenses in the NFL.
One of the worst. The defense has been awesome the last 2 weeks.
Last week they were great, but that's the Browns.
The whole season has not been good.
But the whole season's not a week 7 ranking.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, shutting down Dylan Gabriel and the Browns, that doesn't impress me very much.
They played well against the Vikings too up until the very end.
They've
been
awesome last 2 weeks. Rodgers and DK are connecting peanut butter and jelly. The division's already over. I mean, a team who has their division won week 8 has to be in the power ranking.
Listen, Ziggy, I would say first week against the Jets, bad. Seattle, you give up 31 points, but one of those touchdowns came on the special teams.
It was that
blunder.
Special teams day.
New England, you only allow 14 points. I know that you had 5 turnovers in that game, but the Steelers forced turnovers. They've done that for a long time now.
Won the game.
Ramondre forces turnovers.
I do not believe they're the 5th best team in football. They are on my personal power rankings. They are the highest team, like of the 5 teams I have left. They're the highest. They're high here. So I like Aaron Rodgers. I think he's been playing great this year. And you've been seeing a couple of vintage Aaron Rodgers moments as well. A couple of those throws in the Browns game, you just go, man, like he looks really sharp. He looks with it. I think the vibes are real high in Pittsburgh right now. And Mike Tomlin is a player's coach, but we've seen that locker room get a little disgruntled at times. We know Aaron Rodgers can cause a disgruntled locker room. It seems like everybody's clicking. And as long as they're winning, they're going to keep the good energy.
I'll just tell you right now, the Steelers are going 0-3 against the Packers, Colts, and Chargers.
Well, that's where we're going to find out. That's where we're going to find out how good this team really is.
And we're not losing to the Packers, Colts, or the Chargers.
They'll beat the Bengals on the road tonight and get to 5-1, and then we'll see, and we'll have to adjust accordingly. But right now, they look really good. And what I meant to say was, I did not say it well before. In my top 10,
this team's different.
We had 5 teams gone. The Steelers were the lowest ranked of my 5 teams left in my top 10. So that's why I put them here at 5.
This seems different.
All right, we got Pittsburgh at 5s. Who knows where Jack goes here?
Yo, I was going to put Pittsburgh at 4, thinking you weren't putting them at 5. So now I got to adjust with my personal rankings here. It's like you stole my 1 with Tampa Bay.
Zach, do you have a what's been the worst pick so far?
And stole my 6 with Seattle. Sorry, I stole my 3 with Seattle.
It's been Bills 10, Bucs 9, Pats 8, Chiefs 7, Seahawks 6, Steelers 5.
So we're at 4 now?
I think it's just the Pats. But that just could be
really okay. So I put the Patriots at 8, and that's the one that we're all freaking out about.
But like, I could just be a Patriots hater just because they're in the division.
So I'm trying to pan it out here. Hold on. If I go 4,
and don't hurt yourself.
Bump, bump, bump. Nobody should be left out.
I feel like we should be able to do this.
Yeah.
Let's take care of business.
But Ziggy's probably gonna put like the Bears or something. Weston Dell called today wishing me happy birthday, and he actually said in the Dell family power rankings, which after Weston and his brother both become a member by going to the channel homepage and selecting join. We said maybe we'll just rename the power rankings the Dell family power rankings, and he's trying to buy the Bears into the top 10. So that could happen here.
I mean, they're playing decent.
They've won 3 in a row.
Do you have the Colts in here yet or no?
We do not have the Colts yet.
All right, I'll go with the Colts at 4.
I think that's the right choice.
Because I believe they deserve a spot in these rankings, but I don't think they should be 3, 2, or 1. Good offensive game this past week. Taylor, another good game. Cardinals didn't have Kyler, and it was a dogfight. But I'd slide them in at number 4.
All right, I like that. I think the Colts need to be. They need to be in the top 7, probably, right?
Yeah,
they're playing really well.
I don't know if they're 1, 2, or 3.
They should have beat the Rams. You can make that case. And that was a close game. That was just a really good game between 2 really good teams. But we're gonna find out more about the Colts as well. That's what's gonna be fun over the next few weeks is with so much mystery around all these teams. The Steelers are playing the Colts, right? The Colts and the Chargers are going against each other. We're going to see all these mediocre to good teams play, and it should sort itself out nicely. Ziggy, do you have any problem with the Colts? If not, let's go to 3.
No, I think the Colts belong there. I have them slightly lower, but that's fine. At number 3, I'm going to slot in the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh my God.
This is not a crazy ranking. Paul, I don't want to hear it from you. You're the number 1 Matthew Stafford believer. We're not going to leave anybody out if we do this.
At this point, who else would it be?
Yeah, like the Rams, I know they're 4-2. The 49ers loss was tough. The Eagles loss was tough. But they've been in every single game they've played. They have a win over the Colts that actually looks pretty good. They took care of the Ravens on the road like they were supposed to. As long as you've got this Rams offense with an ascending defense.
Damn it.
Like what? Am I supposed to put the Broncos up here? Am I supposed to put the Commanders up here?
I don't want the Packers to be number 1. I don't want Green Bay to be number 1.
Green Bay is the best team in football.
Oh my God. I had people calling me this week saying, Paul, can you put the Packers at like 8 or 9 just to make sure Ziggy can't get them back to number 1? And I was like, it won't happen this week. There's no way this happens.
I'm not going to lie.
Paul, this is where we get to test your integrity. You know what the remaining ranking should be. Just do it.
I'm not going to lie. I totally forgot. I keep forgetting, Ziggy, you took the Bucs already. And in my mind, I was like, okay, Bucs and Lions are I totally forgot about Green Bay.
Jack's going to have a tough choice at 1, actually.
I forgot about Green Bay.
Well, I'm going to put the Lions at 2. And the Lions are not that high on my actual list, but yes, they are the lowest of the 2 teams that I have left in my top 10. So I'm going to put Detroit here. And part of the reason I dropped them, because everyone knows I'm really high on Detroit. I'm really high on Detroit, really high on Kansas City, the 2 teams that played last week. The injuries in the Lions secondary are really bad. And I'm not willing to punish them severely for that yet. But these are long-term injuries as well. I mean, multiple guys on IR. Arnold might miss the year. We don't know yet. I'm just kind of wavering on whether or not this could turn into a situation similar to last year. I hope it doesn't for Detroit's sake, because I mean they have really good players and their fan base is so excited. I'd hate for it to get derailed the way it did last year, but they're cursed. They're cursed. So it might happen. But I have to move them down a little bit, which now means
I still had them at 3.
Jack controls. And yeah, they lose. You lose on the road to Kansas City. It's a 3-point game in the 4th quarter. It
will be a different story if they lose to the Bucs at home. I think that will be. This is the first time they're playing a good team where I feel like they should be winning. They went to Baltimore and won. People want to discount that because the Ravens have fallen off without Lamar, but that was with Lamar.
And going to the Chiefs,
they've got to beat
tough.
the Bucs though.
Yeah, going to the
Chiefs at night is always going to be difficult.
Yep, always tough. And that Baltimore win, it wasn't a good. That's a great win when Lamar's playing. So I get the defense is hurt a little bit. They were banged up, but the Baltimore defense, I mean, still a great win. It's hard to win in that building at night. Okay, Jack.
See, I think on a neutral field, Philadelphia beats Green Bay.
Wow.
You can put the Eagles at 1.
You can do that.
Then also a part of me, like in these last couple of weeks, you can argue the best team in football has been the Carolina Panthers. Like if you pretend Rico, this is the first 2 weeks, right? And Rico Daddle's starting running back.
This would be.
Just pretend that football started 2 weeks ago. And Rico Daddle's the running back in Carolina. Carolina's top 5 in our ranking.
Well, maybe your ranking, but I'm trying to see like who you could possibly be between here right now.
I'm between the Panthers, Eagles, and Packers.
Chargers and Broncos, I can't be in there after last week. Commanders can't.
No.
I don't want to put
Jack.
How about the Bears for Weston? How about the Bears for Weston?
No, not at number 1.
Hold on.
I'm down to the Packers, Panthers, and Eagles.
Is that a PayPal from Weston Dell?
Yeah,
$200, Jack. Make sure you consider that. That's a big donation.
200. Is that split amongst us 3?
Bear down.
Depends on who you put at number 1.
The Bears are number 1.
Yeah, okay.
I want to put Carolina, but I'll get 40.
No, you don't.
You don't want to.
Jack, just put your number 1 in already.
Number 1 is the Bucs. You stole it.
Yeah, I mean, Jack, you gotta.
I got to adjust. God, I mean, I had the Packers at 4, so I had them at 5. So I'll put the Packers at 1.
You know, that's the team Vegas has.
Ziggy,
NFL too.
You see Ziggy going.
This is a great choice, Jack. You're making the correct selection. Philadelphia is completely falling apart at the seams. Vegas has Green Bay as an ascending team. They've got elite talent on defense. They've got Jordan Love at quarterback.
Who's better?
Packers are the best team in football.
Who's better the last 2 weeks, the Panthers or the Packers?
The Packers.
I sure.
Yeah, Rico Dowdle's been great, but
one tied Dallas, one beat Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, one also had to have a massive last second comeback against the Dolphins.
And one lost to the Browns
over the last 2 weeks.
Do you see what good contenders do to the Cleveland Browns? We just saw what Pittsburgh did to the Browns. And do you see what frauds do against the Browns?
Like us?
They lose.
Like the Vikings?
You beat the Browns.
Yeah, but you 30 seconds left.
Hey, you guys didn't have to go to Cleveland like Green Bay.
Like we'll kill them there too. But talk about the difference in Pittsburgh, who's surreal, and Green Bay.
Man, I can't wait for this Steeler Packer game. That's gonna be fun. Okay, so here's our official ranking now. It's not really bad, but it's not good either. I mean, I just don't know if there was any ranking that would be good.
There's been worse in the past.
So we went, and then I want to hear you guys' individual lists, and we'll head over to Zig or Zag. The Bills at 10, the Bucs at 9, Patriots at 8, Chiefs 7, Seahawks 6, Steelers 5, Colts 4, Rams 3, Lions 2, Packers 1. So I'm sorry, Aiden, who I talked to on the phone. It happened again. So I'm sorry.
And I'll say this: like this is not a great power ranking. There's no doubt, but I think this is a better power ranking than any that is the Buccaneers at 1.
But I also do think that those are the order might be off, but those probably are the 10 teams that should be in the
those
top 10.
were my top 10 teams.
Yeah, like those should be the 10 teams in the top 10.
So let's hear our list.
The Eagles at 10.
So Ziggy, all right, let's do our individual list real quick. Give me your 10 to 1.
I have the Eagles at 10, the Bucs at 9, the Seahawks at 8, the Patriots at 7, Colts at 6, Rams at 5, Bills at 4, Lions 3, Packers 2, Chiefs 1.
So when I said the Patriots at 8 and you ruffled your eyebrows and were like, what the hell? You actually have them at 7.
I thought it'd be really funny to do that, and it was.
I just, you know what's tough to understand?
Yeah.
It's probably just because I'm on this show and I'm a fan of the team that the Eagles could be 10, the Pats could be 7, and the Steelers are 18. That's probably because I'm on the show. It's got to be it.
He doesn't like the Steelers.
It's kind of unjustifiable.
He hasn't liked them the entire year.
It's kind of unjustifiable, but it's probably
you know what you need to do to get Ziggy's respect, and that happens in 2 weeks on Sunday Night Football. And if you do it, Ziggy will probably put you in the top 5.
Oh, we'll go to 15. Probably go to 15 or 14.
Yeah, 15. Oh, what do you have, Jack?
So I had the Bills at 10.
Okay.
I had the Eagles at 9.
Yep.
The Chiefs at 8. The Rams at 7. Steelers at 6. Colts at 5, Packers at 4, Seahawks 3, Lions 2, and Bucs 1.
So you're all back on the Seahawks right there.
All back.
Okay, I had Philly at 11. I know that they just missed. It's a disaster in Philadelphia right now. Like they look bad vibes. I don't want any part of that. I had New England at 10, Pittsburgh at 9. I had Indy at 8. The Seahawks at 7, Buffalo at 6, Detroit at 5, Green Bay at 4, the Rams at 3. I had the Bucs at 2. After talking a lot of smack about how I would have them at 8 or 9, I just wanted to give them credit for actually winning the games. And I know Colts fans, Tommy Cashes are big Colts supporters. Like, well, hey, what the hell about us? I get it. I just believe in Baker a lot more than I do Daniel Jones as QB right now. Still think both of you have very good teams. And I had Kansas City at 1, best team in football with Mahomes and Rice back now.